3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talking with the Source podcast. First of all, before I get into what I was going to say, I want to give a quick shout out to a few people. We have Brian Laverday from Huntophobia. Very good one to watch that is. We also have Parapost Network. We're live on Parapost at the minute, as well as being live on Paralinks. So if you check both of those out, absolutely amazing. To Patty Adams and her team at the G Team Paranormal, great bunch of people, absolutely fantastic team as well. Right, that's it. Right. So first of all, apologies for being late. There is a slight issue where we're trying to get a hold of Alan and he hasn't responded yet. Now he knows we're on, so I'm going to give it a little bit. See if anyone. Hello, Reflections of the Paranormal. Thanks for tuning in, and the Paracrew podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I will give it a bit. I didn't want to just not come on and let you know. He may be running late, or there could be a lot of reasons for him not being on yet. But we're going to give it a bit of time and see, because this was going to be a great episode. Just waiting. Ace. 1 second. Right, so he may be coming on in a second. Just bear with me. So hope everybody's doing well. We're doing as well as we can be here. It should hopefully be coming in. So, like I say, yes, it is Matt. It's our favorite para consultant brother, Matt Barron. Reflections of the Paranormal. It was going all right. It was going all right until this. AJ, he must have had some kind of emergency, because I can't get hold of him at the minute. But hopefully, Alan should be coming in anytime soon. This is the first time, by the way. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, Matt. Katrina, hello, and Reflections. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Yeah, I've just been told by Alan that he's not going to be coming on now. Hello from Dartmouth. Yay, someone in the UK. Along with me. Right, so, well, I guess. Hello, Jerry. Unfortunately, there's no Alan tonight. He's just literally cancelled with me now, which sort of leaves our plans up in the air a little bit. Uh, it's a bit annoying, really, because I was hoping that he would have come on. Matt, do you want to come on? Do you want to help me out here, pal? Uh, uh, Sorry about this, people. I'm going to try and get someone else on. Uh, let's see if I can get right. So let's have a look. Mr. Matt Barron. Matt, if you are free, hello, Rashid. Uh, if you're free, Matt, I'm going to send you Matt Barron. I've just sent you, Matt, the link if you want to come on. So basically, it's open mic night. I'm not happy about being left like that. Not happy at all. Uh, I know sometimes things can happen and things don't go the way and stuff like that, but it's not good. It's not good. Um, so let's see if we can get someone else on. I hate letting people down. I hate letting you all down. So I'll do my best to try and get someone else on. just, just bear with me for a few seconds. Hopefully, hopefully. I'm just going to literally have a look here and see who I can get on. Uh, Ivy, I, Ivy, I will keep you in mind. I will keep Jerry in mind and anybody else who has asked for a reading. I will keep this in mind. And Alan, unfortunately, has just let me down at the last minute. So I will, I will try my best to get someone else on. Ashley Hill, hello. Let me see if we can get somebody else on to cover this. Mr. Matt Barron, if you're watching, I did send you a link. Yes, unfortunately, people, matters out of my hands. He had he has let me down. Uh, so I'm not happy because it's taken it away from you people. You were supposed to be on here tonight, and three of you, at least three of you, were going to get a reading. Uh, and I don't mind if people contact me earlier in the day and change plans, but not like 2 minutes after the thing started. Uh, so let me just right. Let me just have a look on here. So we have right. just again, apologies, people. Just bear with me. Um, I'm just trying to I'm trying to find you another guest because I don't want to let anybody down. I really don't. Oh, who have we got? Who have we got? Yes,
What's up,
Matt
everybody?
Barron.
What's up, my brother?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. I'm just on a nice, lovely walk.
I can't hear you. Your sound's terrible.
One sec. How's that?
Need it a bit higher.
Is that any better?
So it's still very quiet.
Let me see here. Bear with me 1 second. You gotta love technology. Okay. Test. Okay. All right. Bear with me a moment.
Will do.
All right. How's that?
Still the same.
Sorry, I got my cheapy headphones. I'm trying to get away from a lot of traffic. Walking home from work.
You're a lifesaver. I've just been let down 5 minutes after the show started.
Been there, done that. I've had actually a
I'm
pretty
not happy.
the life of a podcaster.
Exactly.
I
But
actually had
anybody
a guest.
watching this guy here is a lifesaver and a good lad as well.
Hey, I try to help out where I can, brother.
You certainly do.
But no, like I said, I've had it happen. I've had a guest literally 2 hours after the show say, "Hey, I can't make it." It's like, yeah, no kidding.
He said to me, I've had no communication from you for 46 minutes, so I've got other things to do. I sent him the link half an hour ago. So
You know, it's amazing how some people are. But who's in the chat? Oh, I can't see the comment. Oh, it's Ashley. Hey, Ashley. uh, so how's everything over your way, brother? Haven't chatted with you for a moment.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Nothing new and
It,
exciting.
it was going okay, and then it just.
Yeah.
What can you do? Like you say, it's a life of a. Hold on a second. Hello.
What's up, brother? How we done? Oh, we're showing up to do a concert tonight. I got to be set up and sound check here in a little bit. But
I was just
the lead singer for a rock band.
yeah. I was just going to see if you wanted to pop on a podcast, but if you're busy,
Well, I might have about 35 or 40. I'm actually here early. I don't even see the
I
guy
know that
with the
voice.
PA here yet, so
I know that voice.
I guess I got here early. Yeah, I can come on for a podcast.
yeah, I'll pop you on for. I'll only be on for about half an hour.
Okay.
So I've got Matt Barron as well on, so I'll send you the link.
All right, thank you, sir.
Right. Right. So we've got two guests now.
I was gonna say I know that voice oh too well. That's our brother Mark Lee from Enlightened Souls Paranormal.
It certainly is from lead singer of Decade of Decadence.
Amazing
Right.
group. Absolutely amazing.
See,
See, Mark's as bad as I am.
so we've got
We get a
that.
link and it's like, yeah, let's go.
He's setting up for a concert tonight. And he's got there early, so
I'm
he
not
said he'd pop
surprised.
on.
That's awesome. See,
How's
that's
things
what it's
going with you,
about right
Matt,
there.
anyway?
Busy, very busy. With basically involved with 3 shows, 3 different shows I'm hosting or co-hosting. Busy with work, trying to get some things done for the Global Ghost Hunt, for Para Unity Day 2023, and a bunch of other things. I've just been one thing after another.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me put my hood up. Maybe that'll block some of this damn wind. There we go. There we go. Try to block some of that wind. But, oh, now I'm here. Okay. The man advertised it was 2 instead of 2:30. Huh. I don't know where Robin went, but I guess I'm taking over the show. I don't know. So how's everybody talking with the source? You guys all doing well?
Yo.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Right. I got your sound fixed. Right. So there may have been a misunderstanding due to that, actually. But I don't know. I don't know what's happened. I really don't. Let's just see what we have here. So we've got Matt Barron. If you want to shout out your podcast stuff, all your details and stuff, people can check you out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just started a new show. It's called the Paraprod Podcast. And what we focus on is helping teams and groups and enthusiasts with a lot of the questions they never get to ask about the paranormal field. And each week I have a different co-host who specializes in certain factors and different fields of our community to kind of help out. That's on 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Monday night. You can catch it on any of the Paracrew podcasts, Paranormal Consultant, or on Paralinks 1, the Paranormal United Network on theirs. I also do, obviously, the Paracrew podcast every Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern and Friday at 9. And then also I co-host a show called The Petri Dish on the Paranormal United Network 2. They've got a bunch of channels. They have like 4 or 5 channels, but I actually host that Thursdays at 9 p.m.
Excellent.
We'll be on tonight.
Here comes Mark.
Hey guys!
What's up, brother?
Oh, another night. We're doing a big show, a big fundraiser for charity. So we're setting up the stage right now, and I got time. I got to run over here and grab something to eat so I can be on. Yeah.
Well, rock on. Loving the outfit, brother.
So we have below that way. We have Mark Lee from Enlightened Souls Paranormal, and also lead singer of a band called Decade of Decadence. Check them out. He is known as America's version of Joe Elliott.
Pretty much.
Is that right, Mark?
Pretty much.
You're the American Joe Elliott of Def Leppard, aren't you?
I would love to meet Joe Elliott someday and sing with him. Yes.
Yeah. Or a bit of James Hetfield, no?
Hold on a second. Oh my God. No.
I can't see it.
Yeah, so check out. Go ahead.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, so check out Enlightened Souls Paranormal. Brilliant guy Mark is. He's actually coming on the podcast in November, I think it is, isn't it? Or December? I booked you in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll all the itineraries will be going up on the page anyway. So, but that's hello, Irene. So, nothing new in the paranormal world with either Matt or Mark.
Well, oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, we did a podcast the other night. I've got the video. I haven't had time to take the clip out, but it was simply amazing what happened. We were talking about children that die, what happens to their souls and spirits and things like that. And I brought up my daughter, Amanda, who passed away when she was 6 weeks old. And right when I start talking about, I mention her name and I start talking about the psychic mediums who have her.
Lo and behold, right between Sean and I, there is this white light that comes down and it's like glittery and sparkly. And all of a sudden I feel a cold hand on my shoulder and I'm like, she's here. And these two girls that were on, they're psychic mediums as well. They're like, oh my God, did you just see that between Mark and Sean? She's there. She just appeared before us on camera.
That's awesome.
And it is amazing. I've watched it 50 times, guys. And I'm blown away every time I look at it. I can't wait when I get time. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll have time before I have to go and do setup. And because we're doing another big benefit tomorrow for a hospital. But just watching that clip it gives me chills up and down my spine. Even to this day if I watch it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I'll make sure I send it to you.
Irene she's watching from Tokyo in the middle of the night there. I appreciate you staying up there. And Brian Laverty says, good day, gentlemen, and Robin.
Hey, Brian.
I'm still jealous. The jealousy is still real.
And Laura from California. So quite a few people watching anyway. And anyone that's just tuning in, by the way, it's not the show it was supposed to be. So luckily enough, two good friends of ours have came in to save the day. two heroes.
Well,
that's what we call para-unity, brother.
Well, I was
exactly.
Say, that may be Mark, but I don't know about calling me a hero.
You're a hero, Matt. Matt, you've been my hero a couple times, man.
Hey, that's what it's about, like you said, it's para-unity.
Mark, Jerry says she lost her son at 23. You're giving her goosebumps.
Oh, Jerry, you have no idea. Wait till I post this video. It is, and then Sean looks over because he can feel her energy. Sean is very clairvoyant. And Sean looks over behind me and he puts his hand, he goes, there is strong energy back here behind you. And I go, yeah, she's here. She's got her hand on my shoulder, bro. And it was a moment that I will cherish for the rest of my life.
Honestly,
that's
moments
awesome.
like that, moments like that, you can't buy them, can you?
No. Well, actually, you know what? While I'm sitting here in this parking lot, let me see. I don't see where I can share my screen with y'all, but
yeah, mobile's kind of weird with StreamYard.
Yes, it is.
What we'll do, Mark, is if you want to, is whenever you get it done, if you send it to either me or AJ, we'll put it up on Talking with the Source page, as well as it being on yours.
Yep. Yep. And then I
Good that
use
way. And then
the
anybody that's watching now, if you just keep on watching, talking with the source page, you'll see it. Hey, there's Steve-O. Yo, Steve-O.
so for those people
What's
that
up,
are
Theo?
watching, if you go to the Enlightened Souls Paranormal Facebook page, you'll find the video. It's where we have Liz and Donna as guests. If you scroll forward to 1 hour 59 minutes, that is where it happens.
1 hour, 59 minutes.
Yep. Yep.
I'll
That's
check
where
that
it
out
happens.
Brian Laverty says he feels like he needs to listen to Guns N' Roses all of a sudden.
Yeah, brother.
Absolutely.
No, Brian, we're doing my band Decade of Decadence. We're doing a big fundraiser tonight here in Bloomington Normal for a charity. And then we're also doing one tomorrow night in Peoria at the Casino Ballroom. And that's for the Family House. So what Family House is, for those that don't know, in the Peoria, Illinois area, say you've got a child that needs medical care and you're at one of the big hospitals in Peoria, but the parents can't afford the hotel and stuff, Family House pays that.
Yeah, they have something like that here in Pennsylvania too.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful programs.
Yes, they are. And we raise a lot of money for them every year.
Which, actually, kind of side note, but since you're here, Mark, I do want to talk to you about something fun and exciting coming up.
I like fun and exciting.
Oh, you'll love this. It involves your two favorite things, the Enlightened Souls family and your Decade in Decadence.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Where'd Robin go?
Well, anytime you mix rock and roll with paranormal, I'm there, man.
Oh, I have one heck of an idea.
You know, I tell you what, we do a show. We do like 3 shows every year in Quincy, Illinois. It's a big concert, 3,000 to 5,000 people in front of us. This year we were getting ready for sound check, and there's an old building off to stage right across the street. And we were looking, and I looked over there, and I had my glasses like I have on now, and I could see faces looking down at the stage, right? And I'm like, well, that's cool. What is that place, you know? So we did our sound check, and when we were done, we had like 2 hours before the show. I went across the street, and the place was locked up. And some guy comes to the door, and he unlocks. He goes, "Can I help you?" I go, "Yeah." I says, "Who's all the people upstairs?" He goes, "Sir, this building's vacant." He goes, "I'm the janitor. I'm here sweeping." I said, "No, I just saw like 6 faces upstairs." He says, "Oh," he says, "Are you paranormal or clairvoyant?" Or I said, "Yes." And he says, "You're seeing the spirits. They love music."
That's awesome.
So next time we go there, which will be next year, I've got permission from the owner. After our show's done, my team can go in and do an investigation there.
Heck yeah.
I did one last night, right? I thought this was amazing. Did one last night, and I picked up. It was an old births, deaths, and marriages building that was being changed back into a house, and I picked up on 3 spirits in there. I picked up on the name David. Well, when I asked on the spirit box, was David there? It said yes, and then it said David, and we were sort of talking away, and I got this whole sort of like Spanish feeling, and I said, "Is there someone there? Is there someone Spanish here?" And it was going see, and I was like, "All right." I says, "What's your name then?" And it said Pablo.
The Spanish,
wow, that's cool.
For to get that to come through, I think that's amazing.
100%. Actually, I used to get that a lot out in San Diego.
Good night, Irene. Yeah.
If my video cuts out, guys, that's because I'm using my GPS.
You're all right. Yeah, I mean, you can always, you can always say, like, oh, I feel something in Spanish or French or whatever you want to say, and you can always get a yes out of these boxes, but to get the yes in that language, and then to ask for a Spanish name and get Pablo, I was like, whoa.
There's coincidence and then there's evidence.
Yeah, and then there's being completely blown away.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
when my father-in-law lived with me, mother-in-law and father-in-law, he had a full-blown conversation on an SB7 with his mother in Philippines, in Ilonggo. I was blown away.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get that through, when you get another language and names from that language and stuff. And okay, if you're not multilingual, you can't communicate that much, but you know the basics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to go to Spain every year, so I know some words.
He was sitting at my kitchen table, right? And I put the REM pod on one of the chairs. And I told him, I says, in your language, Papa. He goes, yeah. I says, ask your mother to sit down in that chair next to you. And he did. And like 2 seconds later, the REM pod just went off.
Wow.
And I said, she's sitting in that chair right now, Pa. He goes, what? So that's when he started speaking Ilonggo to her. And she started speaking back to him, and he was blown away.
Wow.
He started crying, and he goes, oh, my God, I'm talking to my mom. I go, yes, you are.
Mm-hmm. I love those. I love those experiences when we're in this field. I mean, it's one thing to have a client have that experience, but to have a family member, it kind of validates everything we do. Like
yes.
it reaffirms everything, and it makes it so much worthwhile.
But the one thing that sucked, I had no cameras rolling at the time. It was just me and him. You know what I mean?
It's always when we don't have cameras rolling, isn't it?
Yep. And that's why I said it for those people watching. If you go to the last podcast we did, go to 1 hour and 59 minutes. Thank God the cameras were rolling.
Yep, I'll have to have a look at that after.
You're going to see something that's going to blow your mind, dude. I mean, my daughter has talked to us before using the Ovilus app and using the SB7. She has talked to me before. She's never, ever shown herself like that. Now, she was only 6 weeks old when she passed.
Wow.
That's amazing. And like I said, that's why I love doing what we do, is because of stories like that.
It does, and when it happens, when you're the one that's on, not let's say the receiving end, but when you're the one that's doing the investigation and you get that communication, you leave the place afterwards thinking to yourself, yeah,
and you feel a sense of achievement and accomplishment, especially bringing like closure to people, and you get those answers, you get that validation, you get your answers. That's what makes it like I did something, I made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Just while we're on the subject here, Laura says she came on to watch this. She wanted to catch JJ live, but doesn't see him. He's not on at the minute. I presume there's been some kind of emergency because I've heard nothing. We were supposed to be on doing this, and I haven't heard. So I'm presuming there's some kind of emergency. So, but I will pass on that you were looking for him.
Well, I just spoke with him this morning.
Right. So hold on. So Laura, right. So you see my name on the screen. I'm Robin Huffern. I run Huffern Paranormal. I co-host with AJ the podcast, this one Talking with a Source, and we're also team leaders in the Global Ghost Hunt. Matt, introduce yourself.
My name is Matt Barron. I am a paranormal consultant. With a lot of background noise, I apologize, I'm walking. But I am actually the founder of the P3 program. I also run different podcasts, and let's see, the Paracrew podcast, Paraprop podcast, and I co-host the Petri Dish. Been in this field 16 years and still going.
Yep. Mark, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm fine. I just had to use my GPS, and I had a semi just about hit the front of my car. So thank God I
Right,
got
so
good
that
brakes, because he was not looking at my direction at all, and he ran a stop sign and almost hit me. So it's all good.
good man. Well, Laura, that's Mark Lee from Enlightened Souls Paranormal, and also this band Decade of Decadence. Check them out. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You can get Halfern Paranormal on YouTube, Halfern Paranormal on Facebook, because for some reason it wouldn't let me have it as 2 words. I had to split it into 3. Don't know why.
Weird.
Here, Mark, here's one for you, by the way. I forgot to say to you at the start. You ready?
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just wearing my paranormal
I
consultant
gotta
hoodie.
see where I'm at. Sorry.
So, yeah, Laura, that's the 3 of us. Obviously, I take it you know AJ, so you know what he's up to. He's Coventry Circle Paranormal and Talking with the Source. I'm trying to think of Andrew. I'm trying to think of the P3 program. That's another one we forgot about, Matt. We're on the
Yeah.
P3 program.
Yep, we're all P3 family.
Yep, Para Unity. That's what we're for, Para Unity.
The
And check out,
Paranormal
like I say,
Partnership Program.
exactly.
Sorry.
Check out Global Ghost Hunt as well. And Raymond's on as well. Hello, Raymond. And some of the coolest people you'll meet.
Listen, Raymond. I'm jealous of you too.
Yes, don't forget Raymond Newsom from Newsom Paranormal, and also Todd Sylvia from Relatively Paranormal, Steve Hopkins from My Journey Paranormal. I can't remember if I've left everybody out.
Well, I
There's
mean,
so many.
there's our good brother Brian Laverty from
Yep, there's Brian,
Parapost and
yes,
Parapost Central.
absolutely.
Everyone we work with, everyone in the P3 program, Parapost
We're,
Network, everybody.
yep, Paralinks as well.
Paralinks, yep, our newest partners.
Basically, we're one massive big group of brothers, friends, whatever you want to call it. We're one massive worldwide, should I say, because
Mm-hmm.
most of all these guys are all in the States or Canada, and I'm stuck over here in the UK.
I mean, we have people in the UK. We got Liz, we have Lex, we have Paul
Yeah, but
Scott.
it's like anybody I speak to on a regular basis. I'm
You
like,
know, we're I will say this, brother. I will say this. The P3 UK division, we are working on really growing your guys' community out there, and I have, just like with Mark, I have one heck of an idea that I want to do for you guys, and it involves yourself, Lex from Lex Paranormal, Paul from Mystic Paranormal UK, Liz, everybody. We are all going to be involved, and we're gonna, let's say, open up some doors and just, well, not even open them. We're going to break them down.
kick them in.
Oh, yeah. There's not even going to be the front of the house when I'm done, because we all know how I am when I get an idea.
He's back.
There he is.
Yo, so lost you there.
Ooh.
But this is the problem that we have. It's dark here. It's light there.
Yeah. Light and hot.
I don't know why that's echoing, man.
I think it's Mark. It's going through his stereo.
You'll
All
arrive
right.
in 1,000 feet.
Yep.
Hey.
In 2,000 feet, make a U-turn.
You've arrived at your destination.
In about 3 miles. if you look to your right, you will see dead people. If only it was that easy.
If you look to your left, you'll see zombies.
In 400 feet, take ramp towards zombie apocalypse.
Rashid has tried to slide everybody. Thank you very much for that. Laura has friends in Sheffield.
You might have to mute. You might have to mute Mark. Maybe. Oh, there it goes.
There. That's more like it. Sorry about that, Mark.
I mean,
sorry.
With the echo, it did sound like those GPSs, but it was very accurate.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go on too much longer because I know obviously Matt, you're on your way home from work, and don't want to hold you up. Only you can get home and get your feet up for a while, and obviously Mark's got a show to do, so I don't want to keep him back. I just basically, you know what it's like, Matt. I didn't want to let anybody down.
Hey, like I said on my shows, brother, we stress about the things we can change. We don't stress about the things we can't. And sadly, people are one of those things we can't change. Whether it was a misunderstanding or whatever the cause, you made it work. And as they say, the show must go on.
Well, that's it. I had to do something, so better doing something than just leaving it, not doing nothing, and have everybody messaging us.
Well, I've on my show numerous times have just sat there and talked to myself for about an hour and a half. And you know what? That's fine. And I've chatted with the audience. We have some fun. We just got to make things work.
Exactly. It's just annoying for the people watching because they tuned in to get readings tonight and we couldn't provide that. So
hey,
one of them.
And for those watching, if you are one of those, we always reschedule. Like every time I go live, if something happens, just say, look, there's other shows. This isn't the only show, and certainly not the only show that does readings. So, I mean, I wouldn't turn away from talking with the source because what Robin and AJ and Steve-O and all of them are doing are great. Absolutely great. I love the show. I love what you guys are doing. And sometimes life comes up. You don't make it to every appointment. You don't make it on time everywhere you go. I know I don't. I try to. So
we all do.
Gotta go with it.
We do indeed. But Laura says she's glad that she came on and caught the three of us. Good to meet us.
You as well, Laura.
So don't forget to tune in to Matt Barron's. Can you pin or share your shows in the comments?
Laura, I can't on my phone. But if you actually go to Parapost Network Central, Paralinks, all their channels, there's 1, 2, 3, Paralinks Plus and Paralinks Live. They've got a huge variety of different things to watch. Or go to the Paracrew podcast. You will see all of my shows. You will see a bunch of others, including this one on Facebook. You'll see Talking with the Source. You'll see Through the Lens. You'll see the Wolf Pack. You'll see a bunch of us. You'll get to see all of us and more.
Yeah. So just honestly, you'll be surprised when you search through, even if it's just Facebook, you'll be surprised when you search through and what you find, because there is honestly. Do you know one main problem I've had before we end is
what's that
I'll get notifications through on Facebook. Such and such says, join our paranormal group, whatever it is. So you hit join. Then someone else comes through. Oh, join this paranormal. So you join them all, right? So then what happens is AJ makes the thumbnail for the show, and he sends it to me. Can you share it? And I think, yeah, I'll share it in a few groups that I'm in. by the time I go down all the ghost hunting ones that I'm in and the paranormal ones that I'm in, there's like 47 shares.
Oops. Yeah, see, that's why I love tagging people. You just tag a lot of people. And for me, I don't want to say I'm selective because that's not the case, but I can kind of get a feel for how some of these podcasts are just by the interaction. Just by
Yeah,
the interaction of the host with the audience and their guests, and you can find your positive people. And I'll tell you,
yeah,
everyone that we work with, obviously yourself included, my brother, is positive. Nothing but positivity. And that's what I love. That's what I
yeah,
absolutely love.
yeah. All I can say to Laura and the rest of them watching is basically, if you're looking to follow people, I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Just don't look any further than us for now. You go do P3 and, you know, Parapost Network, Paralinks, Global Ghost Hunt, all that. You'll have absolutely loads of people to follow and to watch. You'll have
Oh, absolutely.
more than enough to
Abs-
watch.
Absolutely. And if anybody is looking for a group to share all their stuff to, where you don't have to worry about being scrutinized or put down or whatever, I have a group page set up on Facebook called P3 Family. Everyone and anyone is welcome. That is a public page hosted by the P3 program family. So everyone's welcome to that.
Absolutely. Do you feel anyone near me right now? To be honest,
I,
to be honest, I'm not at the minute. There's, you really in this, you really need to be tuned in for it. If I'm going out on an investigation, I tune myself in for it. I am sensitive. I do feel stuff. I do see stuff and hear stuff, and I can communicate and get information and stuff. But I need to tune myself in for it. Some people might be able to do it like that, but
right.
I need time usually to get. That's why when we're in the car on our way to an investigation, I've constantly got it going.
And sadly for me, I don't have any of those gifts or abilities. The only thing I am is I'm sensitive to the electromagnetic field. If there's a high concentration, my body reacts to it almost immediately. But as far as calling myself any sort of medium or mediumship or anything like that, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, no, I when I get myself tuned in, I can get some fantastic results. I wouldn't say I'm a medium, but I would say I'm going in that direction. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I can see a lot of stuff and whatever, but that would have to obviously be for another show where I'd need to obviously get myself sort of tuned in and ready for it, so that I'd be coming into the show if it makes sense to try and do that rather than coming in and just chatting about all things
Yeah.
paranormal and then going, oh, boom, right.
Yeah.
I feel personally, me, I need to get myself up
Well,
for it.
and the other thing, Laura, I don't know if this will help or not, but one thing I suggest to people is, you can sit here and talk to 50 mediums or 50 psychics, whatever you want to call them, and they'll give you 50 different answers. Go with your feelings. Go with what you feel. You have to be open to it yourself. If you close yourself off to anything, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. And what I mean is you won't get those answers. It's not what do you hope and you wait for that right person to tell you what you're looking to hear. It's go off of your feelings. Whatever you feel, however you feel, go with that. Go with your gut.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing as well is what the only bit of advice I can give is don't be afraid about it, because I know it can be scary, but I try and I'm one of these ones. If something's happening and people are running away, I'm running towards it. I try
Mm.
to. I mean, let's say we'll get Mark back on here now. Yo,
Testing.
I'm
so
here.
We were being your GPS for a
so
little bit.
Mark, what do you think on that then? About She was saying
about what?
well, that Laura was saying about, asked me did I feel anyone was with her right now, but obviously I was saying that when I do this kind of thing, I need to sort of tune myself in for it. It's not something you can sort of do straight away.
Well, I don't have that ability, but my buddy Sean and Barb and Tammy, all three have that ability where they could do this over the phone. I am more like I have to be in the room to feel something there. But, if she's feeling something there, trust your instincts.
Yeah, well, she says she was just wondering, she's a mother to an angel for 30 years now.
Our condolences,
Okay.
first of all.
So is that who you're feeling near you? Is that what it is? If you feel someone that's passed is still with you, then just accept it and try and sort of communicate, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's
That,
good just to pull out a recorder. It can even be your phone. And it might
Yeah,
sound a little odd, but it's basically what we do. You just set your phone out, hit the record, and just talk. Say what you need to say. Ask whatever question you want to ask. And be sincere about it.
yes.
And who knows? Who knows who or what you'll catch? Not saying, that individual you're looking for is right there, but you won't know. You won't know until you try.
That's correct, and it's all about your intentions. So if you're
exactly.
focused on the person or the entity that's around you, you feel them around you, just simply come out and ask. I want to know who is in this room with me. Can you please tell me your name?
Yep.
Be very polite, be courteous, and that usually gets very good, responses.
100%. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. Aren't the ladies on your team starting their own show?
Yes, they are working on getting the Layer of the Phoenix podcast up and going. And Barbara is in the process right now of lining up some guests. And we also have a bookstore in Peoria that is wanting the girls to come down about once a month and do tarot card readings, angel card readings, things like that, live. So that in itself could be a podcast. So,
So definitely check them out.
Yep. The ladies are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the stuff that they come up with blows me away, dude. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
Yes.
she's just said, but what if she was stillborn and had never spoken yet?
If she's stillborn, well, then,
Yeah, I think.
my daughter was 6 weeks old. She hadn't spoken a word of English either.
Freeze.
They will communicate with you. Trust me.
Yeah, that's the same view as mine. When they haven't got a voice when they pass, they've got a voice in the afterlife.
There we go.
What do you think, Matt?
Sorry about that. Well, here's the thing. And I've said this. I'll just say two things, Laura. First and foremost, what I teach everybody is anything in the paranormal is possible. Anything. The other thing is speech, honestly, and consciousness is nothing but electronic pulses from our brain. So even if it was a stillborn, anything is possible. There's still some sort of consciousness. You and every other mother have carried those babies all that time. There has to be some sort of connection there, regardless, on both ends.
Yeah.
So again, you'll never know. You never know. And spirits are basically electronic pulses, in a sense. They are a consciousness.
Yeah.
So the
And
possibility is
once
there.
they're created and they're growing inside you, there's still energy there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
the energy's being created, but can't be destroyed. So it's still there.
And on top of that, we in the field, and I know Mark and Robin, you can both attest to this. We know spirits have the capabilities to learn. We know this.
Yeah.
We know they have that capability. Well, intelligent hauntings have the capability to learn. So, you know, in my thought, and this is just my thought and my opinion, the possibility is definitely there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
My experience with spirits is that I believe that spirits somehow in the spirit world, if you want to call it that, they know everything. They can tell you. I can go, you know, over by where Matt is, where no spirits would know me. I've never been to where Matt is, right? I can go in there and they can start telling me things about myself that nobody would know but my family or myself.
100%.
Yes.
Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But I mean, here, like I said, here's the thing: anything in the paranormal is definitely possible. And we honestly, the biggest question was always, is there life after death? We as paranormal investigators have already answered that. Yes, there is, obviously. Otherwise, who are we talking to? We're trying to figure out what happens after death. That's our big question right now. And right now, everything's a theory. Everything's a theory, and we won't know until we try. And we work together, and that's what the P3 is about, Parapost is about, and what all of us are about.
Exactly. And she's just said, thank you, Robin, Matt, and Mark.
And you know, I mean, I have a 14-year-old spirit that comes from the bookstore to my house quite often. Her name is Brittany. So where the bookstore is, back in the early 1900s, was a doctor's office.
Oh.
So when I asked Brittany, I says, "What did you die from?" She told me measles. Straight up, she told me I died from measles. And I said, "I'm sorry to hear that." And then her little brother Joseph died just months after she died, and he's with her. So every now and then, and I know, you know, some people call me crazy. I might be a little bit crazy, but there's been nights when my wife will shake me and wake me up, and I'll go, "What?" She says, "Can you tell them to be quiet?" And you will literally hear a couple children running around in our bedroom, giggling and laughing. And I'll have to say, "Brittany, stop, we're sleeping," and then it stops.
Now, Mark, get it right, brother. Get it right. We're not crazy. We're paranormal.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, we're paranormal, but Mark's also the singer in a rock band, so he's crazy.
Oh, let me tell you something. I have set my camera up now in my recording studio, and I'm going to tell you why. At night, I'll put a big battery pack on it, and I'll hit my GoPro. One night, I was in bed, almost asleep, and my eyes came wide open because I heard somebody tinkering. Now, they weren't playing a song. It wasn't structured. It was like a child playing. They were hitting the keys on my piano. And I walked down there, and I turned the lights on, and I looked, and it stopped. It stopped actually when I was at the top of the stairs. And I come down, I says, "Look, if you're going to play my piano, do it when I'm awake, okay?" And I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear no giggling, no nothing like we do in the bedroom. But it hasn't happened since. And I'm kind of hoping maybe I can set the camera up, and, you know, one night, and I'll just say, "Hey, go ahead and play. I don't care. I'm going to be gone." And just see what happens. I just want to see what happens.
Absolutely.
But
She says, Mark, do you also play guitar?
I play rhythm guitar. I play minimal leads. I never learned how to do the scales on the lead guitar. But I'm a studio drummer. I play bass guitar. I play keyboards. I do it all. So when I write a Christian song, which I've got like 2 albums worth, I need to record and do it professionally, but money is a situation. So when I record my songs, everything you hear all the instruments, all the vocals, all the backup vocals are all me.
Very nice. And you do a
Yeah.
great job. You do a really great job. I love the band.
Well, my band that's a whole separate thing from me. That's a whole different beast. Let's see, I gotta turn right here somewhere. Where's Prairie Street at? Oh, this is a weird town. This is a really weird town. It's right here. Okay. So the streets here don't just intersect like this. You know, it's not just a straight intersection. You got to go this way, jog, and then go this way. So the whole town's laid out like that. But it is what it is.
Where is it you are tonight?
Unlike on the East Coast where everything's roundabouts. Roundabout, roundabout, roundabout.
Well, listen, I want to thank both of you for coming on and
no
pulling
problem,
me out of a hole. Because honestly, I can't thank it to you enough. Really, really. The show wouldn't have been a show, to be honest with you. The show wouldn't have went on if nobody had come on, especially you two. So honestly, I just want to thank you again for it.
Well, if I can, I'd like to say one thing that I always say at the end of our podcast, if you don't mind.
Go on.
And that is to all the listeners out there, to all the viewers, do the world a favor. Just love each other and be kind to each other. You'll be amazed at how that can change the world. 100%. Just by everybody being nice to each other and being kind to each other. That's all I ask. Yep.
There you go. Well, like I say, I'm going to put the two of you in the back and then I'm going to end up myself. So, again, big thank you to Matt Barron, Paraconsultant, and a big thank you to Mark Lee from Enlightened Souls Paranormal. Honestly, Laura, join up to all the pages and then you can come on every show and watch every show because we'll have loads of stuff coming up. But again, one more time, guys, thank you very much.
Not a problem, brother. Much love to you.
And I will speak to you all soon.
Rock on, Mark.
All right, man. Hold on. I can't roll that window down. Do you want to back up to get closer to the stage?
We're playing at Biaggi's, not here.
What? Hold on. They gave us the wrong club? Oh. Are we off the air?
Not yet.
No, I'm going to go off the air now, Mark.
Because I'm about to use some profanity.
No, I'm just going to end it. So, everybody, again, thanks very much from talking with the source and from Matt and from Mark as well. And
yep, take care, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Go into the page and give us a like and whatever and follow. There will be all the shows coming up, and there is some great shows coming up to watch anyway. So from now, well, obviously from Mark, he's gone now, but from myself and from Matt, thank you to everybody. We'll see you again soon.